The 16-year-old girl with a mental illness who got into a fight in school due to bullying and then died.
What?
But according to medical examiners, it wasn't the fight that killed her.
You're kidding.
Parents disagree and launched an independent probe.
Oh, yes, of course.
But wasn't it Libs of TikTok who killed her?
You have actual blood on your hands. No,
Just saying.
let's ask Chaya Raichek.
Fuck you.
I'm Jazz Berganzo and this.
You need to shut the fuck up.
It's What's Next. Hey, what's up, everyone? Jazz Berganzo. What's next? Your daily dose, common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Friday. Of course, it is the weekend. Well, yesterday I did a video in regards to a 16-year-old who died because of a fight due to supposed bullying because, of course, she had some mental illnesses. But what made it worse is that the parents, media, and left-wing lunatics were blaming Libs of TikTok. Yes, Chaya Raichek, who is the founder, she was getting blamed for the 16-year-old death, her 16-year-old who passed away. That's extremely troubling and extremely stupid at the same time. But now, after a medical examination, an early ME examination, turns out that it wasn't the fight that killed her, it might have been something else. Parents disagree, launched an independent probe. And here we go. This comes out of New York Post. Next, Benedict families launch independent probe into quote-unquote non-binary student's death after the school fight. The family of a 16-year-old non-binary student, Next Benedict, unfortunately, yeah, she did suffer some mental illnesses, has launched an independent investigation after early autopsy results indicated that the teen did not die from the injuries, aka trauma, suffered in the school bathroom fight. The Oklahoma sophomore died February 8th after getting into a fight that may have been sparked by bullying about, quote-unquote, her gender identity. Benedict's mother, Sue, told The Independent that the child had been bullied by other Owasso High School students in Oklahoma for over a year and had bruises all over her face after a fight with 3 older girls. In a statement released by the lawyers, the family urged the police to investigate all potential liable parties to do so fully, fairly, and expediently, according to the news outlet. Seems like a nice girl. Wow. The family says some of the facts of the case had not been released and were troubling at least, and called on the school, local, state, and national officials to join forces to determine why this happened, according to The Independent. They are seeking to, quote, hold those responsible to account and to ensure that it never happens again. In a previous statement by the law firm, said on February 7th, the Benedict family sent their child, Benedict, to Owasso High School, trusting like any parent or family member should be able to do so, that it was a safe environment for their loved one. While the Owasso High School next was attacked and assaulted in the bathroom by a group of other students. A day later, the beautiful child of the Benedicts lost her life, according to The Independent. Benedict told the outlet that she had arrived at the school to find her child with bruises all over her face, eyes, and with scratches on the back of her head. The teen told her mom that she had been knocked to the ground and had hit her head on the floor. The Tulsa Area High School District said it did not inform the police about the incident at the time and determined that none of the students require emergency medical care, according to the outlet. Police said that any further comments on the cause of death are currently pending until toxicology results and other ancillary testing are received. The official autopsy report, the full autopsy report, will be available at a later date. The investigation into the fighting is ongoing, and police said that they would turn over the findings to the district attorney's office to determine if any charges are warranted.
Is it mandatory reporting? Is that what it's called? Mandatory? Give me a nod. If you're on the school board, you should know. Is it mandatory reporting for somebody to report a hate crime? Is it mandatory? Did I not tell you this was going to happen? Yet here I am again, and I'm sure when I leave, your Chaya Raichek chick will tweet my stuff out again and I'll get more death threats. That's who you brought into the room. You emboldened these 3 girls yourself. Chaya Raichek emboldened these 3 girls by being on the library board. It's already difficult to be in high school. It's very difficult to be different. But when somebody's attacked for being different, this isn't even about the death part, because that's coming next, and we'll see who gets charged and how many families lose their children to prison. You are liable. You. So what are you going to do about it down the line? Literally, what are you going to do to change your behavior? It was real nice that you said thoughts and prayers for everybody at the beginning. You brought it on. Did Chaya Raichek do something at that school against an alphabet-friendly teacher? And she ended up getting so many threats she quit? Yet you still brought her on, and within a month, magically, something happens. You have no deniability here. It is a pattern. Forrest Gump could see this pattern. You don't deserve that. You have actual blood on your hands. No matter how sincere you probably practiced it in the mirror to look sincere today. Look, you and worthless ass Chaya Raichek, literally blood on your hands, and everybody that still sits at this table shouldn't have shown up today and done some kind of a protest to show you're not okay with this. Get a backbone. Literally, it's embarrassing. I am humiliated and embarrassed for every one of you that showed up today, and shame on you, man. And as I told you, sooner or later, you're going to get a parent who comes after you and yours. That's the way this works. Keep it up.
One, for the family to suffer a death in the family, especially when it's your child, is horrible. It's horrific. And this should have never taken place. There is no room for bullying in school. Now, coming from a Gen Xer, where we picked on each other, fights broke out, and you went on your way. If you had something derogatory to say, you would say it, get it off your chest. Like I said, a fight would break out. You get separated, you go on your merry way, and more than likely at the end of the school year, you're actually talking to them again. I know I've experienced that a number of times. Being overweight in school, of course I got picked on. But what made the difference is that when you're 6'3", 250, 260, yeah, you have a lot of weight. No pun intended. But with this situation, when you have someone who suffered from a mental illness, as Miss Benedict did, and her family just went along with it instead of getting the professional help she needed, that was an issue. But when the medical examiner comes out with an early autopsy report and says it wasn't the trauma of the fight that killed her, something else did, hence the toxicology reports. So we'll see when the full autopsy report comes out. But just a couple of days ago, you had stories saying that it was TikTok. It was Chaya Raichek, who's the founder. It was her fault that led to Ms. Benedict's death. A 2-year-old tweet about a teacher who got fired. Why? Because of pushing gender ideology nonsense down the kids' throats. And on top of it, he liked to play the game. But at the end of the day, he got fired because of facts, not because of comments made by Miss Raichek. But we're going to see where this goes, because family has lost a child. They lost a loved one. Now, due to the circumstances, that's pretty much going to be where this all lies. And with that being said, I'm Jasper Gonzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please have a comment below. Like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.